All right, so welcome everybody to this quick interview series I have with two amazing people, right? Couple Kevin and Czon. So yes, before we begin, folks, maybe share a little bit about yourselves. What do you do before we get started for the rest of the interview?
I'm Czon, and my mission is to help people to become healthier, younger, happier, and more energetic. And how did we find Mark? It's actually we saw his post on the Facebook private group, and I found some of his sharing very useful. And then we left a comment, and then he replied with a PM. So that's how it started.
Nice, yeah. So sharing about how we met already, right? Previously, right? So I guess the first question would be, so what were some of the challenges or struggles, right, you all faced kind of like before working with us? Like what made you all decide to reach out, right, in the first place, back then?
Yeah, I think at that time we've done a lot of courses and trainings, but in a way there are too much information and lack of implementation. So we haven't actually taken much actions, just more study and study.
Mm,
So
mm,
we actually at that time need someone to guide us through some of the blind spots
mm,
because we don't know what we don't know. So we know that we need someone as an external party
mm,
to tell us what we don't know to sort of take us through the plateau. So that's
mm.
why we reach out to see if you can help.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. Because yeah, I do see a lot of people who can, like, as you all know, attend a lot of programs, right, seminars, workshops, but they still can't seem to like implement, right, or they can't seem to
Yeah.
take consistent action towards getting there. I think that's very important for anyone watching out there, right, which is whether it's with me or someone else, like making sure you get someone to support the implementation of your lessons. Is almost as important as the information itself. But yeah, I mean, with that, like, so when you guys came on to the program, right, maybe you share a little bit about how was your experience like and maybe what do you think were one of the top 1 to 2 biggest lessons that you have learned so far, right, throughout our short time together so far?
Yep, I think one of the major thing is the really laser focused strategy.
Mm.
So basically, what we do, we just follow through your system one step at a time. So it's not
Mm,
overwhelming, and
mm,
that really makes a difference. Before there, like there's just too many things to juggle around, and we kind of like, oh, let's not do any of them.
Yeah.
So,
mm,
but following through, what you ask us to do, what you get us to do, is to do one thing at a time, but not like multiple things. Let's just really focus on that.
mm,
So yeah, and also the very precise and personalized suggestions that you
mm,
give us when we ask questions.
mm,
So which really help us to break through some of the sticking points. And I think that's really important when finding a mentor is that the suggestions or the recommendation that
mm,
that person give it's personalized to your scenario, but not
mm.
something generic.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah. I think the personalization part is something that is definitely very useful for most people, right, who are starting out or they want to really get actions or results ASAP. And so maybe like you want to share I think first from the business point of view, right? Like what were some of the results or progress you have made, right, since joining the program? And then of course we'll talk about the personal side in a little bit as well. But yeah, well, in the business wise, how was it, right, since joining the program?
Yeah, after we joined the program, actually just within 6 weeks, I signed up 5 new students already.
Nice.
Also, I have been dreaming about launching my first retreat, and now it really happened. It really will happen in January. So
Mm,
that would be one big milestone for me. And also, we are going to launch a new program and community which we haven't
nice.
done it before, and then we're just following all the steps and guidelines from you, and then it actually helped us to what did I say? Because we always think about like here and there, but now we are just have to simplify everything to laser focus, as Kevin said,
Mm, mm.
and it actually helped us to um, direct our energy like to the right target instead of like always diversify too much.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and I think the follow-up question to that, right, because I've seen you guys grown since the time we worked together to now, right? I think now you all seem a lot more aligned, right? A lot more focused, a lot more clear, right? So I freaking loved it. But how do you think life is different outside of business? I'm just curious for both of you together as a couple, right? How has life been different since making some of the changes and progress since starting the program?
Um, Being more focused means we actually don't have as much to do. So we're actually getting less distracted by stuff that is not important. So and that gives us a lot more time to enjoy life. So that's a big one.
Yeah. How about Czon for yourself in terms of working with clients?
Before we joined, usually we're just talking to each other, right? And then this is like always limited ideas and stuff which we learned together. But with your guidelines and opinions, and then help us to think outside the boxes. And also sometimes it's actually answer all our questions. We don't have to like sort of
Keep
spend
debating.
because it's all just we have lunch together, which we already knew, but is really the implementing and also focusing what you said, and then we don't have to like talk about that much. We just take more actions inside.
Yeah, nice. And so how has that I'm just curious, right? This is more for personal one, right? Like in terms of personal life, about both as a relationship, right? How you all spend more time, right, with each other. Like has it changed or shifted ever since starting the program, right? Based on some of the changes we have talked about as well.
Yeah, definitely changed, but now, but the work seems to be more flow. Like it makes more sense in a way. So we are able to balance our life because we have more flow at work. So I can't really put it into words, but someone can say something.
Yeah.
I said like before, we always like just have each other to talk about the ideas, and now we have you, and then guiding us to even when we discuss on our own, we follow what you said, like your points and your steps, and we actually waste a lot less time, if you know what I mean. We have a lot more time to really focus on discussing what really matters instead of talking about this, talking about that, and then instead of we can think about, it's the steps we have to take, and then we just think about when will we take it. Like we take a lot more effective, efficient steps instead of we just talk about what we think. Or we just WhatsApp you about the question. And keep just discussing between ourselves. We just WhatsApp you and see what you think. So that saves a lot of time. So.
Nice, right? I mean, the feedback, right? I mean, definitely happy to support. I think you guys are fun to work with. What you're doing, I think the huge mission, right? I mean, before end of the last one interview, right? I think we'd love for you to just share a little bit more about what do you do, right, for your clients, right? What's the mission of your organization? Just for people to find out more about you guys and hopefully check you guys out if they're interested as well. Maybe I'll share a little bit about what you all do.
This is not in my on the screen.
That's a training. Yeah, good. Yeah.
I would say I always think a good health and happiness is belonging to all of us. It's just from our brought up or different cultures, we always get distracted by different things. What I want to do is like reconnect everyone with their own true self, and then what they really want to decide, like what they really want in life, or what can align with their true self, I would say, and help them to become happier, healthier, and can spend more time with their loved ones, which if you don't have a healthy body, healthy mind, you can't do that, right? Yeah. And it's like reminding people what's really important in your life, align with everything. I don't know if I really explained it well, so what do you think?
Yeah,
yeah, I like it. I like it. I think and something that we resonate a lot with is the fact that I think success is not just about the external stuff, right? Making more money, right? Having the biggest cars and houses, but it's all the inner work that still counts. So I think I love what you guys are doing in terms of health, right? Alignment, mindset, right? Wellness. And I think at the end of the day, that is ultimately what determines someone's quality of life. Right, and it's very aligned to what we do. So like, I mean, for me personally, I enjoy working with you guys because of the energy you guys bring into the space, the mission you guys have, the fact that you guys are not just doing this for money but for impact as well. And I think that's not as common, right, as we like in today's world. So I think the more we share such messages as the inner work, rather than just external all the time. I think that's going to make the world a better place, man. So yeah, happy you guys on a journey. so I think probably the last.
Yay!
Yeah. So I guess maybe the. Yeah, I mean we'll learn as we go along. But maybe last question, which is so what you say to anyone who might be thinking of working with Marc, right, myself, right, the team, who is watching this video, like any words would you like to say to them about your experience with us before we end off this quick interview?
Yeah, I think it's totally worth it. I think we all need that little extra push to finally get the results, and I think this is it. And also, we got to speak to you directly, unlike some other mentors who only could speak to their trainers.
Yep.
Not directly speaking to the person that I want to speak to, the top mentor, the guru. So, and I'll also say, hurry up to get in before Marc become a big guru and you can no longer reach out to him.
Talk to the trainer.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to. And then once you join, just ask all the questions you need.
Yes.
Immediately. Don't waste time.
Yeah. Go take advantage of me, right? Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, for the end of the interview, where can people learn more about what you guys do? Where can they find you? Yeah, share a little bit before we end off this session.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I saw that.
Get in touch with me on my website at czonwong.com.
Okay. All right, great. We'll put a link in there as well. So with that, guys, sorry.
Media are linked in that website.
We'll put it there as well. Yeah. So for the rest, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick interview, a very candid one, as you guys can see. And we look forward to seeing the next interview series. Right. Bye, guys, and thanks, Kevin and Czon. Thank you.
Thank you.